End of Unit Case Project for Excel, Part 5. Let's move from the Denver Inventory worksheet to the Annual Expenses worksheet. First, what we need to do is we need to auto sum the annual totals and totals by quarter. So let's go ahead and do that now by selecting quarter 1 through quarter 4 in row 5. And let's do auto sum. And then let's use the fill handle to bring it down. Now let's do the auto sum for the quarters. So let's do select B5 through B9 and let's use the auto sum. Now let's bring it over to the right all the way to F. Now we need to calculate the percentages using we need to divide the sale expense annual total by the annual totals by quarter. So let's go ahead and do equals F5 divided by $sign F $10, enter. And let's go ahead and drag that all the way down. Now we need to put this in the percentage style, so let's go ahead and select all of the percentages and come up here to the number category, select the percent style, and we need to center the percentages. Now we need to format the rest of the data. So on row 5, B5 through F5, we need to format using the accounting number format with no decimals. For the rest of the numbers, B6 through F10, we need to use the comma style with no decimals. Let's go ahead and save here. Now we need to apply the correct headings. So let's start with the total cell style for B10 through F10. So let's come up here to style and come over here to total and select total. Now let's select the column headings, so quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, annual total and percent of total, and let's center those column headings and apply heading 4. So come over here to styles and let's select heading 4. Now we need to merge and center A1 and A2. So on A1, let's select all the way over to G and let's select merge and center. Let's do the same thing on A2. Drag to G and merge and center. And we need to apply the headings for A1 needs to be the title heading, and A2 needs to be heading 1. Now we need to apply a fill color of dark blue accent 3, lighter 60% to A1 and A2. So let's go ahead and select these two cells and let's come over here to the fill box and let's find dark blue accent 3, lighter 60%. Okay? And let's go ahead and save. Now we need to enter a line with markers using ranges B4 through E4 and B10 through E10. So let's go ahead and select B4 through E4, and let's press and hold down the control key and come down to B10 through E10. Let's go to Insert, come over here to Line, and find the one that says Line with Markers and select that graph. Now we need to position the chart slightly inside B12 and resize the chart so the lower right corner is inside cell F25. So let's bring the chart over here to slightly inside B12, and let's resize it to the lower right corner of F25. Okay. Now we need to add a chart title. So as you can see, my graph doesn't have that, so I'm going to play with the layout, and I'm going to select Layout 1. So I now have a chart title, and I'm going to enter the chart title as 2016 Direct Expenses. Okay. Now we need to format the title by changing the font size to 16, bold, and change the color to orange accent 1. So let's go ahead and select the title. Go ahead and highlight it, and let's right click and come down to font, and it's already bold, and then we need to change the size to 16, and then let's change the color to orange accent 1. Press OK. Now we need to change the chart style. If you look at the example, the chart has a dark background and it has orange writing and it has an orange line. The directions say to apply chart style 7. Now on Microsoft 2010, chart style 7 is purple. So I'm going to go off of what the picture looks like, and I'm just going to kind of guess. So I'm going to come down here to the black background with the orange line and select this graph. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter which one I go for. And now I'm going to go back and change the title colors so it all matches the graph. Yours might be correct. I don't know why. I think it's a Microsoft 2010 to 2013 type of deal. Okay. The example also shows the line without the markers, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the markers so I matched the picture. So I'm going to come over here to Insert, come over to Line, and I'm going to change it to just Line. So it's not exactly perfect, but I really don't have another option with Microsoft 2010, so I'm just going to try to keep it to look like what the picture looks like. Now the next thing we need to do, if your chart has this title right here for the axis, go ahead and click it and you can delete it. And the same thing over here with Series 1. Just delete it. Next, we need to come over here to where the numbers are and click it to where you see this box around the numbers, and then inside of the box, right click, come down to Format Axis, and on minimum, click Fixed and type in 8000000, and then on major unit, let's click Fixed and do 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6 zeros. Sorry, I'm kind of mathematically challenged. Okay, let's go ahead and click Closed. So you can compare your chart with the chart on the example. It may not be exact. If you're in 2013, it might be exact, but mine's not. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Next, we need to add the border. So let's go ahead and right click kind of next to the title. Come down to Format Chart Area, and let's go to Border Color. Let's click Solid Line, and let's fill in with the dark blue accent 3, and come to Border Styles, and the width point, let's change to 4. Go ahead and click Close. And let's go ahead and save here. Next, we need to use the Format Painter to copy the formatting from cell A2 to A27. So let's go ahead and select A2 and come up here to Format Painter, click it, and then let's come down here to A27 and go ahead and click that. Next, in cell B32, enter a formula that references the value in cell F10. So to do that, we are going to come down to B32. We're going to enter the formula equals, come up here and click on F10, subtract 3.5%, and go ahead and hit equals. Next, in C32, we are going to enter the formula equals B32 times 100% plus $ B $29, enter. After we do that, we can use the fill handle and drag all the way over. Now we need to adjust the page layout. So let's come up here to our page layout tab, and over here to scale to fit, let's change the width and the height both to say 1 page. Next, let's go ahead and select the page setup, and let's change the landscape, the orientation to landscape, the margins. Let's center the page horizontally, and let's enter our file name into the footer on the left section, and go ahead and hit OK. Now let's hit print and preview and check out our project. And go ahead and compare it to the example, and if yours looks like mine and mine looks like the example, everything aside from the graph. Alright, and we are done with the annual expense worksheet. Good job, guys.